Welcome back to Story Sensei, and thanks for supporting us. Today I am showing a 2008 American science fiction drama film, The Day the Earth Stood Still. Watch out for the spoilers. Just enjoy and take care. The film starts in the year 1928. There is a mountaineer shown who is camping in the Karakoram Mountains. A man observes a mysterious thing outside his camp. He goes out of his camp to observe it, and he is left astonished after seeing it. There he sees a giant light ball, and the mountaineer immediately goes near it. When he strikes his hammer on it, he immediately falls down and faints. When he revives his senses, he observes a scar on his hand. It looks strange and surprising for. The movie then shifts to the year 2008, and we see a scientist named Helen here. She lives in a house with her stepson. She has great affection for her son. Maybe Helen's son does not love her the same, and then some secret agents are shown in the movie, who have come to take Helen, but Helen is not willing to go with those secret agents, because she knows that her son will be left alone if she leaves there. In spite of it, she has to go with them. They take Helen to the NASA headquarters. There, Helen meets many scientists like her. Here, Helen also meets with her friend named Michael, who also serves at NASA. He tells Helen that she has been suggested by him. In the next scene, we see that all scientists are attending a meeting in the hall of NASA. They are informed that a moving object has been witnessed in Jupiter's orbit, which is moving quickly towards the Earth. Its speed is calculated at 30,000 km per second. If all scientists agree that when it collides with Earth, there will be no sign of life. Get worried, but the most horrible fact is that the object cannot be stopped using a missile, because its velocity is very high. Helen is shown talking to her son through a phone. She advises her son to sleep in the cellar tonight because a deadly storm is going to break out today. Further, we see all the scientists moving in the aircraft of NASA. They start observing that moving object from NASA's aircraft, and that moving object decelerates, while it moves towards the Earth. After some time that object lands on the Earth. The object was nothing but an alien spaceship. Now all the scientists move towards that alien spaceship. All the scientists are looking at the spaceship very keenly. A bright light is emitting from it now, and an alien emerges from that alien spaceship. Helen tries to shake hands with it, but the military force prevents her. Shoots it, that alien gets badly wounded. Helen gets very confused seeing it, and Helen calls for rescue. Immediately, a huge and colossal humanoid comes from the alien spaceship. It doesn't look so horrible in its appearance, but some electromagnetic radiations are emitting from his eyes. As a result, all the lights and connectivity get disabled. Later, that humanoid utters a very frightening sound. That sound looks so loud that it becomes inaudible for the human ear. All of them start to fall to the ground. Meanwhile, that humanoid notices Helen and starts to attack her, but the alien forbids it because it has noticed that Helen is actually a good lady and she can assist it. Then we see that alien get admitted to the hospital. While the bullet is being removed from its body, a strange thing happens. Its skin begins to shed. It means that the alien skin has been completely shed, and all scientists are stunned after witnessing. It is because that alien resembles just like human beings that scientists decide to check the DNA of that alien. By checking it, they know that alien DNA matches the DNA of human beings. Scientists also discover that aliens have visited Earth before, through DNA sequencing, and this already happened before. We see at the beginning of the movie that the mountaineer had a scar on his hand. Actually, aliens have taken the DNA of that mountaineer. Helen thinks that the covered skin of the aliens looks like worms and that DNA was used so that alien beings can breathe on the Earth. Now we see that an alien is talking with Helen and another person. Through it, we know that aliens are familiar with our languages. The other lady present there is a defense officer of the US military forces. According to this alien may prove a threat to them. And it also looks very threatening to our planet. But the alien reveals to Helen that he has come here to save the Earth, as the defense officer mentions about the malfunction of the satellite and also the disruption of communication when it arrived here. The alien says to her that it wants to meet the leader of Earth, but the defense officer disallows it. Takes that alien from there, then they start the interrogation of the alien there. The alien does not give a single answer to the officer, and in turn, it controls the machine and the interrogator. Later, with his power, it is seen that small alien spaceships begin to land on the whole planet. People start fearing too much after this, and it is seen that the alien's condition starts to worsen when it is at the airport, and he contacts Helen from there because it knows that no one can help it. Helen, along with her son, reaches that alien with much effort, and she offers it medicine that makes it recover now that the alien is shown meeting with a man. He was in the restaurant when it met him, and it was revealed through their conversation that he is also an alien. He landed on this planet 70 years ago. That old alien tells this alien that human beings are destroying the Earth, and they are still doing it in spite of their knowledge. After that, the alien is shown at the bank of a stream, where we see a spaceship that resembles an alien spaceship, and when he touches the ship, all the aliens move into their spaceships. Later, when all those spaceships start to fly towards space, it means that they are returning from on Earth. It means that aliens have sent back all alien spaceships from this planet after observing it. Helen becomes upset and also begins to think that aliens are also a threat to the planet. An alien tells Helen that it wants to save this Earth from humans because humans are spoiling it. This Earth, which the aliens won't let happen. Helen fearfully asks the alien, "Can you give one more chance for humanity even after many chances?" The alien tells humans that they do not understand. Now we cannot do anything while Helen and the alien are conversing, and a police officer recognizes the alien and approaches there, and that police officer orders the alien to place its hand on the car. That car hits that police officer when the alien places its hand on it, because of its superpowers, resulting in the death of the officer, but the alien revives him again and brings him back to life. Now we can infer that the alien possesses superpowers. Afterward, it goes to Helen and says he was interrupting us, so I killed him, but I have also. Helen requests that humanity be given another chance after fully recovering him. Later, the alien reminds Helen that I told her I wanted to meet the leader of the Earth, but it was not fulfilled, and now nothing can happen. Alien and Helen are seen at the house of a professor. On the board is a math formula that has never been solved by humans, but that alien solves it in a few seconds. The professor is just surprised to see it. The professor says how come it's possible, but the alien tells him it is possible. Then the alien tells Helen and the professor that they all got together when their planet was about to be destroyed, and they changed their way of life, and they succeeded in securing their planet. After this, the professor explains to the alien that when you felt that your planet was going to be destroyed, then you had united human beings who are doing nothing because they have still not felt it. If human beings feel that their planet Earth is going to be ruined, they will also take many steps to protect it. Aliens' thoughts begin to change on hearing the words of the professor. Meanwhile, we see Helen's son awakening from sleep. He never likes that alien, and he also dislikes his mother as she is assisting the alien because he knows that an alien is a threat. Realizing it, he contacts the police force. He also reveals that the alien is with him. Within a short time, U.S. military helicopters reach there. Helen, her son, and aliens flee from there, and they move to the woods, where a U.S. military officer descends and captures Helen, and they move too. The alien helicopter here crashes the two helicopters using its superpower. Alien also saves Helen's son from falling into the stream. Shifts to that giant robot. The U.S. military targets that humanoid through its military helicopter, but that robot does not get any harm. That robot crashes their planes on their own military tanks. Here, the scientists at NASA planned to capture that robot in a strong sphere and explode it. And also they succeed in doing that act, but the robot remains safe and it gets transformed into a group of numerous little insects. These insects look very terrifying, as they can pulverize whichever comes their way. Now, Alien and Helen's son are shown. Helen's son is trying to contact Helen, but the phone looks out of order, and he is unable to access her, so Alien repairs that phone. Using its powers now, he calls her mom and tells her to meet him at his father's grave. Now we can notice that Helen's son and the alien have become good friends now that Helen's son reaches his father's grave. Helen's son has witnessed how the alien has revived a man. That is the reason why he bought it here, is so that it may resurrect his father, but an alien tells him that it will never be able to resurrect the decayed thing here. My son gets very dejected and starts crying loudly. At the same time, Helen also approaches and embraces his son, making him quiet. Reveals that she also misses his father, and she also reveals that she sees the reflection of her with her husband in him. Then, mother and son start to weep a lot, embracing each other. Helen's son apologizes too. After seeing it, the alien is left surprised that it had not witnessed such behavior from human beings before. Helen's request for an alien here: humanity should be given one more chance. Now they see the insect swarm in the air, which was changed by that robot. After this, the alien says to Helen, "We will have to pay for it, and we will have to move to Central Park after reaching Central Park." They get worried after seeing it there, and they see many insects flying. Anyhow, they reach a safe place. At the same time, Helen's son's nose begins to bleed, and he loses consciousness within seconds. An alien informs Helen that insects had entered his body at the same time Helen's nose also starts to run, to bleed, but Helen pleads with the alien to save the life of her son. The alien removes all insects from the bodies of Helen and her son. The alien enters his spaceship, seeing Helen and her son for the when electromagnetic radiation emanates from the alien spaceship and touches it. This causes the end of all insects. It means that human beings will not be eradicated, which is the most astonishing thing. As seen here, all the telecommunication networks and lights get turned off. Even if the watches stop working, it means that human technology will eventually come to an end. It is shown that Helen and her son move to the alien spaceship, and the alien spaceship begins to fly in the air. Leaving this planet means that the alien is still alive, and the movie ends with this scene.